I am recording right now. So yeah, I think so, at least I've alerted you guys. So here is the thingy. We are going to, yeah, as usual, guys, I'll just go through the lesson. And if there are any questions at the end of the lesson, I am more than happy to assist. So yeah, the first question here is, what does this road sign indicate? That's the question. What does this road sign indicate? All right. And we have a few options there. Option A says that you have the right of way in the next intersection. Option B says there is a danger ahead. And option C says that you do not have the right of way at the next intersection. So in this case, the correct answer is you have the right of way in the intersection. So when you see this sign, know that you have the right of way in the next intersection, right? We keep scrolling, and please do stop me, guys, if you cannot see your screen. I don't want you to stop me in the middle of the process, because it's very important that you learn. Yeah, because this is for your preparation. This is Code 10 Learner's License. By the way, part 2. We did part 1 yesterday. So the next question is, if you want to change lanes, right, you must. So we have to finish off that answer. We have these options. We have option A. Option A says, give the necessary signal and look out for other traffic change. Okay, let me read that again. Give the necessary signal, and after looking for other traffic, change lanes. B says, switch on your indicator and change lanes. C says, apply the brakes lightly and then change lanes. So the correct answer in this case is option A, which says, give the necessary signal and look after looking for traffic and change lanes. So that's the correct answer in that case. So let's go to the next question. So the next question is, you may cross or enter a public road. Right? Option A says, if the road is clear of traffic for a short distance. B says, the road is clear of traffic for a long distance and it can be done so without obstructing traffic. C says, if in any manner, as long as you use your indicators in time. So the correct answer in this case is option B. What does option B says? Option B says, if the road is clear of traffic for a long distance and it can be done so without obstructing traffic. So option B is the correct answer in this case. Then we have another sign. The question with this sign is, does this road marking have the same purpose as a stop sign, right? Let's go and look at our options. We have true and false, which is option A says true, option B says false. So the correct answer in this case is option A, which is this is true. This sign has the same function as a stop sign, right? Let's move on to the next question, right? This is we have to select the correct combination here, obviously. Let's just read the combination. This road sign prohibits all to drive there. All dash to drive there. Is it 1, vehicles conveying dangerous goods? I mean, number 1, vehicle conveying dangerous goods. Number 2, goods vehicles. Number 3, abnormal vehicles. Number 4, heavy vehicles. So let's go and select the right combination. This is the sign, and let's see what is correct there. And the correct one is, it's number one. I mean, it's C, which is number one. Let's go to number one. Number one says vehicles conveying dangerous goods. So this prohibits vehicles carrying dangerous goods from driving at the indicated sign, I mean road. And then the next question is, if you want to turn left with your vehicle, you must, is it A, slow down completely? Slow down completely, stop, and then turn. B, first move to the right to enable you to turn left easily. Or is it C, give necessary signal in good time? So the correct answer there is C, give necessary signal in good time. Let's go on to the next question. The next question is, when you drive, option A, you must have both your hands on the steering wheel. Option B, you must wear shoes with rubber soles. Option C, your vision of the road and traffic must be unobstructed. So the correct answer there is C, guys. C says your vision of the road and traffic must be unobstructed. Sorry. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving, guys. What is the duty of a driver when driving on a public road that has been divided into two or more roadways? Again, I'm going to read that question again. What is the duty of a driver? What is the duty of a driver when driving on a public road that has been divided into two or more roadways? So we have these options here. Option A says you are allowed to drive on any part of the road after sunset or when there is no other traffic. Option B says drive on the left-hand side of the roadway unless directed to do so by a traffic or a police, I mean by a traffic officer or a traffic sign. C says you may drive on any part of the roadway. So here the duty of the driver when driving on a road that has been divided into two roadways is B, right? B says drive on the left-hand side of the roadway unless directed or shown to do so by a traffic officer or by a traffic sign. So that's the correct answer in that case. Then we keep moving. And the next question is, a heavy motor vehicle must be equipped with an efficient exhaust silencer, which the answer there, I mean, okay, let's look at the options and let's look at the answer. The option A says must be so maintained that the exhaust gas or smoke does not leak into the driving cab or passenger compartment of the vehicle. B, must be so maintained that it does not cause the vibration in the cab. C, it has to be, it does not have to be maintained as long as it does not make noise. So the correct answer there is A. A says must be so maintained that the exhaust gas or smoke does not leak into the driveway, into the driving cab or compartment of the vehicle. So that's the correct answer there. And then what does this control indicate? Next question, what does this control indicate? And let's look at the options. What does this control indicate? Let's look at the option. Option A says the road turning to the left is a one-way. The road turning to the left is a one-way road to the left. B, the road Left is prohibited. C says you should not turn left. So the correct answer there is A, right? A says the road turning to the left is a one-way road, and we keep moving. It's combinations again. And when control number 9 is used, remember control number 9 is the foot brake. When control number 9 is used, the distance it takes for the vehicle to stop, number 1, longer on a wet road than on a dry road. Number 2, if the vehicle is traveling at a higher speed, uh, if the vehicle is traveling longer, if the vehicle is traveling at a higher speed. Number 3, longer if the vehicle is loaded. So the correct combination there is C, which is all of the above. All of the above are correct concerning the application of number 9. Number 9 is the foot brake. And yeah, let's continue. This road sign shows that a goods vehicle are not allowed to use this road. B, goods vehicle are not allowed to the right hand lane. C, only goods vehicle must be used to the right lane. So the correct answer there is obviously A. Is obviously A. Goods vehicle are not allowed. B. Goods vehicle are not allowed on the right hand lane. Goods vehicles are not allowed on the right hand lane. Then let's keep moving. And yeah, I'm going to speed through these other questions, guys. I'm not going to read the entire thing. So let's just get into the answers. What should the driver of a vehicle do when following another vehicle at night? So the answer there is dip the main beam. Dip the main beam. That's the answer. Combination, select the combination, the correct combination. When you are involved in an accident, number 1, must immediately stop your vehicle. Number 2, must determine the damage to the vehicle. Number 3, refuse to give your number and address to anyone except the police. So the correct answer there is A, all of the above. And what does this sign indicate of road users? The answer there, this is a lane reserved for a vehicle belonging to a specific company or organization. And then next question, the appropriate reaction to this sign would be, the correct answer is be on the lookout for vehicles doing lane changes, especially from the left. And then whilst the vehicle is in motion, a driver may C, not hold a cell phone with any part of the body. That's the correct answer. Then a temporary sign, A, has the same legal significance as a permanent sign. So that's the answer there concerning temporary signs. Which of the following says you must turn right? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? The correct answer is C there. C says you must turn right. And yes, when the robot is red and the green arrow flashes to the right, it shows you that, remember, the robot is red and the green arrow flashes to the right. So let's go and look at the correct answer in that case. If you want to turn right, you must go. It shows you that if you want to turn right, you must go. And select the correct combination. When do you have the right of way? Is it number 1, when you are within a traffic circle? Number 2, when you have stopped first at a 4-way stop? And number 3, when you want to turn right at an intersection in a 2-way road? So let's look at the correct answer. The correct answer there is number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2. is the correct answer. And what type of brakes must be fitted on a heavy motor vehicle? B, the answer is B. A heavy vehicle must be fitted with saving and parking brakes and emergency brakes. Service, parking, and emergency brakes. That's what an emergency vehicle must be fitted with. And then next question. You may not, number one, run the engine unattended. Number two, use your vehicle without a cap on the fuel tank. Number three, spin the wheels of the vehicle. So the correct answer is C. All of the above are correct. And then a safe following distance is when the vehicle in front of you suddenly stop, you could A, stop without swerving. That's the answer. The answer is A, is you could stop without swerving. And then if traveling in a goods vehicle towing a trailer, how many emergency warning signs or triangles must you carry? So the answer there is A minimum of 2 warning signs or triangles. And then next question. When flags are used to indicate load projections, the answer there, when flags are used to indicate load.
Warning signs.
As no, this is so you mean you can't see, ne?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. Let me try to stop sharing. I'll share again, ne?
All right.
And yeah, you'll see if this solves your problem. Can you see now?
Yes, 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 I can see that.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes, brother.
Okay, you can please switch off your mic.
All right.
Okay, next question is when flags are used to indicate load projections. Guys, please switch off your mics. Please switch off your mics, guys. Okay, next question. When flags are used to indicate load projections, A, there must be any size red flag. B, there must be any size color as long as they are visible. So the correct answer there is C. They must be red and at least 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters. And then next question. This road sign shows you that, and this is a combination. You can see this is a vehicle carrying dangerous goods, and you can see these are time allocations. Let's find out what this means. So the answer there is B. Vehicles carrying hazardous products may only use the road during the times showed on the sign. That's the answer. It's B. It says vehicles carrying hazardous products may only use the road during the times showed in the sign. And we keep moving. If you come across an emergency vehicle on a road sounding a siren, the correct thing to do is you must give right of way to the emergency vehicle, right? And the color background of a temporary sign is C, yellow. Can the person with the mic that is on switch it off, guys? It says it's going to affect the recording. Please, guys. So the color background of a temporary sign is yellow. And you may not drive into an intersection when B, there is not enough space in the intersection to turn right without blocking other traffic. Right? That's the answer there. This road marking shows you a lane that here's the road marking. And the answer there is it shows you, it's A, shows you a lane you may follow if you want to go to the airport. Next question. This road sign shows you that the answer there is B. Heavy vehicles with a GVM. GVM stands for gross vehicle mass of 5 tons or more are not allowed to turn left. Next question. You may legally stop your vehicle. You may legally stop your vehicle. The answer is 6 meters from a railway crossing. And the next question is, this road sign shows you that. The answer is A, vehicles longer than 15 meters may not drive past this sign. And we keep going. When you encounter this road marking, the correct reaction is to be, which is C, yield right of way to any vehicle which crosses any yield line before you, right? And then we keep going. If you want, if you come to a robot and the red light flashes, you must. The answer is stop and go if it is safe to do so. And yeah, the next question, what is the purpose of this information sign? And the answer there, it's A, to count down the distance to the next exit on a freeway. When may you stop in front of this sign? This is an arrester bed, guys. So the answer is never. You may not stop in front of an arrester bed, right? What does this road sign inform drivers of? Is it the answer there? This is A, an exit ahead on a freeway in good time. This sign is an exit ahead on a freeway in good time. Let's continue. What is this road sign called? It's called an advanced trailblazer. This is an advanced trailblazer. Let's keep moving. And this what? Okay, this sign warns drivers that the answer this is C, a side road junction. From the right is ahead. Then we keep moving. When may a driver disobey a rule of the road? The answer there is B, only when directed to do so by a traffic officer. That's the only time a driver may may disobey a rule of the road, only when directed to do so by a traffic officer. Okay, let's keep going. And next question, what are the requirements for a vehicle being used with excessive noise? What are the requirements of a vehicle being used with excessive noise? So the correct answer in this case is B. No person shall operate a vehicle on a public road that causes any excessive noise. No person shall operate a vehicle on a public road that causes excessive noise. Let's keep going. This sign shows you that the answer is B, the road ends ahead. The road ends ahead. Let's keep going. When you see this sign, you should know that the answer there is C. There is an emergency phone in 500 meters ahead. And the use of this temporary sign implies that for some reason, B, the circumstances of the roadway are not normal. Guys, I will encourage you to take screenshots of the middle of the lesson, right? Take screenshots of the middle of the lesson and take screenshot of the ending of the lesson. That will help you to track where to claim your Zlatos accordingly. The only instance where you may stop on a freeway is it's B, to obey the traffic sign, to obey the road traffic sign. That's the only time you may stop on a freeway. Where do you find this direction sign? Where do you find this direction sign? So the answer there is on a freeway, indicated, on a freeway, indicating dedicated exit lanes. And we're about to finish, guys. I hope you did take that screenshot. And last question, it's not the last question, but we're almost there. What does this road worker signal drivers to do? The answer is to stop, right? And next question, this road marking next to the black arrow tells you that there's the black arrow, and let's go. It says here it's C, you may stop there between certain periods indicated by another appropriate sign. And next question, an accident in which no one has been injured must be reported within. The answer is C, 24 hours. What color size must red flags be to indicate a load projection on a vehicle on a public road? The answer there is they must be red, at least 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters, right? And then next question, I think this is the last one. When are you allowed to drive your vehicle on the right-hand lane of a road with a circle moving in both directions? The answer is when a traffic officer instructs you to do so. And yes, we've come to the end, guys. We will pick this up again. We'll pick this up again sometime tomorrow. And let me stop the recording.